Hey there, welcome back to the CNC Advantage, where Cooper and Chrissy will take good care of you. Tonight we were called to do a reading for Gemini. I find that really funny. I have not done a reading for Gemini except for the one that I happen to know in person, which, yeah. So, oh yeah, there's Cooper showing his best side again. Alright, anyways. The deck had already chosen itself for my sweet Geminis. Lord knows I do love you. Whether we want to or not, we love our Geminis. So, oh, here you go. You are already golden. How about that? Never seen that one before, huh? Leos. Imagine that. Check yourself before you tech yourself. Uh-oh. Maybe there's something else you need to be doing before you jump into something. I mean, we'll figure out what that's gonna be. Oh, and I do love this one. Beautiful. Can you see that? There you go. Beautiful. Oh, it's a great card. You're already golden and you're beautiful, but you're missing something. You're missing something in between these two things. Do you see it? I was just gonna hold the cards instead of here. So, you're perfect. You're beautiful. But shit, you're kind of missing something. 2, 3, 4 on the clock. So that seems to be the overall energy of your read today. So let's see what Spirit has to say for you, my sweet Geminis. Right now it just seems to be a real good time to be working on things. We just had our new moon on the 10th. Last night was a beautiful night of the waxing moon. Oh, it was so pretty. So maybe it's a sign that my Geminis could be working towards a lot of communication before April hits. And there's the lunar eclipse before that. No, wait, yes. There's the lunar eclipse at the end of this month as well. So a lot of changes coming through. Work on your communication. That way when Mercury goes into retrograde on the 1st, which interferes with clear, concise communication, you'll be prepared for it. So if you plan ahead, you'll be all right. We'll see. So here we go. All right. What would Spirit like to say? They already put Cooper to sleep. Hopefully you're still with me, Gemini. Oh my God. You gotta love it, right? You are already golden. Of course you are. You're perfectly imperfect. And you know it too. Oh, look at this. Give us this day our daily cake. That's cute. but it's in reverse. It's making me hungry. That's all I know. Okay, anyway. Let's see. One more for my Gemini here, please. What else would Spirit like to connect to these two cards here? What's going to bring these two energies together? What does Spirit want to tell my dear Geminis? Oh, this one's tough. Somebody doesn't want us to know this last bit. And the cards don't fucking want to put the card out. That means that someone is hesitant, is holding back. They're just not ready yet. Oh, there we go. There we go. And when you're not looking, there they go. All right. Oh, damn. Damn! I just hit my face. That's so great. Oh no. They glisten when you listen. That's so great. Alright. I want to see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Oh no. You cannot. You just can't make this shit up. Right? Okay. On the bottom of the deck. Right? Check yourself before you tech yourself. Here we go. We back. So, I mean, holy shit. Two of the three cards that we cut to for the general energy of the whole fucking read. Or, sorry, excuse me. The whole read. Two of the three have already come back out. We'll get to that next. Anyways. Alright, I'm going to set this down for a minute. So, I'm going to start with your first card. You are already golden. And once you know a Gemini, there's nothing quite like it, you know? So, they leave an impression. So, when you say that you are already golden, believe it, baby. You are. You are extreme and exciting and intricate and eccentric and funny and gifted and talented and just so many wonderful things rolling out of every single appendage of your body. Every finger, every follicle of hair. You're special, Gemini. And we are all lucky to be in your presence. Your golden presence. Now you have a lot of things that are kind of hidden in this photo that you can't see, or this card. Looks like we have the Wheel of Fortune back here. Playing to your favor, almost like it's going with right with the flow of your radiating gold aura that comes off from you. It's swirling right around that Wheel of Fortune, like it's almost gonna turn at your own will, if you will. Just whoop. You see it? There's that little wheel, and it's being swirled inside of your beautiful aura. Right? What that tells me is you actually have more divine power than what you thought you had in your own life. And when you take a moment to see that spark of knowledge and wisdom will set you free. She has rocks around her. She adorns her temple. She takes good care of it. You can tell it matters to her. You don't need to know who she is to see that she takes pride in who she is. And there is nothing wrong with that in small doses. It's when we think that we're on top of the world and invincible and the world owes us. That's when you've taken it too far, okay? Entitlement, you know, does not serve many people very well. You don't need it. You need to set those rocks down with discernment and wisdom and compassion. Because what is discernment and wisdom without compassion? It can turn into bitterness. It can turn to greed. It can turn to ego. Ooh, ego. Once you lose control of your ego, that can be one of the toughest ones to reel back in. So as you march forward in your beautiful golden light, don't forget to be compassionate to yourself and to others. And the compassion that you give to everyone else is one of the cosmic laws of the universe. You reap what you sow. If you hand out judgment, rejection, gossip, rumors, disgust, you know, all these negative energies, right? If that's all you see in the world, then that's all the world is going to give you. But if you can look past those for even 5 seconds and be like, you know what, there's got to be more to you than just this ugliness I see right out of the gate. You know, don't judge the whole book just by that cover. Give it 5 more minutes. Look at them without judgment for a second and be like, man, why do you feel like that? Have you ever asked yourself why you're so angry? Why am I so tired? Why do I feel so stretched out all the fucking time? And then truly just quiet your mind and your just everything, quiet it, and allow the space for God to come in and be like, here, this is what you're missing, dude. Most people will ask and ask and ask and ask and ask, and then they get pissed when they don't hear the answer like that. Boom, boom, I want my answer now. No. You need to allow space for God to come into your life. You need to be ready to receive God's message, whether you like it or not. All right? Now, his path is the path of righteousness, and it is beautiful, and it is great, but it is hard as shit to walk. And it pushes you to every extreme and every limit that you thought you ever had. But you can do it. Look at how beautiful he made you. Faults and all, This isn't all gold. There's darks in there. There's negative energy in there. You know what the difference is? She is constantly taking those darker shades and transforming it into what is right, into God's love, into taking the negative, making it better. That's all you can hope for in this world, right? Cut yourself some slack while you're going through the process of taking these darker shades and transmuting them to the best of your ability. Now, at times we get bogged down. We do. All of us do. And you're like, dude, I've made it as far as I can. And I've worked on this, and I've asked myself the questions, and I've done the work, I've done the paperwork, I've studied, and shit, it's still bogging me down. What am I not doing? It's okay to ask for help. You can ask God, which we always do, it seems like. But you can also ask Gaia. Gaia is our mother. If God is our father, Gaia is our mother. And they both look out for us, and they will always want the best for us. And they say to honor thy mother and thy father. So if you honor thy mother by going out into nature and being, yes, thank you, mother, for taking care of me, for looking out for me, for, always being there. Always being grateful for her. And then as you walk through the woods and you work through these shadow work items, or, these darker shades, whatever is troubling you, and be like, all right, I've done everything I can think of. Now I'm just going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you with every step I take. I'm going to give a little more of it and a little more of it until I've laid it all at your feet, Gaia. And Father, and I'm asking you to help me transmute the rest of this. I've done what I can. I'm doing what I can. Please forgive me for not truly fucking forgiving myself yet. For not truly healing yet. Help me forgive myself for not being able to be there and be ready yet. But I'm trying, Lord. I will keep trying. No matter what, I will keep trying. It is okay to move forward with these shadows. As long as you learn to be aware that they still exist and that they can still hold you back if you do not handle them properly. And they can sneak up on you in different ways. Okay? Be kind to yourself, Gemini. You always feel like you're in such a whirlwind, right? Everything's moving so fast all the time. I just want to keep up. I want to get ahead. I want to take a break. I need a break. That's all I hear right now. You deserve a break. looking at this card because I am so hungry. But give us this day our daily cake. Actually, let's turn this right side up so you can actually see all the yummy, yummy goodness in this. I mean, oh my goodness. It's got fruit. It's got chocolate. Oh. Okay. Anyways. Oh, and it even has a lotus flower at the top. Oh, one of my favorites. The new beginnings. And this lotus flower almost looks like it united with a phoenix. They lit their lotus flower on fire. Is that like a hot new beginning? You know? Oh my goodness. And then look, you got like an extra piece just kind of floating in or floating away. Looks like someone else is reaching down trying to steal some of your cake. Oh my. Or they're just pouring more syrup on. I can't argue with that. Ooh, more syrup, please. Oh yes. Oh yes. Don't mind if I do. Oh yeah. Blackberries in here, elderberries, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. We have cherries. Looks like we have like little pokey little looking things, like little succulents jumping off it too. Goofy little things. Anyways, when you come to the bottom, it's sitting in a pool. You see that? It's sitting in a pool. That's liquid. It's not a plate. Oh, 2222 on the clock. Yeah. Things don't have to be the way that you envisioned them. You picture everything being all perfect, neat, table set. Dessert comes at the end of the meal. There's always a certain order and illusion to things. No. There can be. And there is great peace in being organized, right? But there is beauty in being upside down as well. You're unpredictable. Exciting, passionate, fruitful, tasty. Look at the shape. It's water sign. Are you denying something as far as a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio? Is there something that you could be doing better there? It's pointing right towards your star. Bright light, which lights your whole cake on fire. Is Gemini in love with a water sign? You could be. I don't know, your new beginning seems to be pointing the wrong way. It's kind of funny, when you turn it right side up, we've got the air sign for Gemini. Oh, you gotta love the polarity. You can have one without the other. That's polarity. dualities when you can't have the one without the other. Air can go with anything. There's no doubt about it. It fuels fire, it moves water, and it can separate the earth. You guys are amazing. There's no doubt about it. But the polarity is pointing towards a water sign on this one. Just in this case. Give us this day our daily cake. Are you giving enough, Gemini? I know that we get so busy and get going and this and that, and we get into a routine, and that routine can seem to stabilize us, and and it does a lot of great things, but it can also hinder us when it holds us back, when we're afraid to live because we're living in such a comfort zone of, this is my routine, this is how I'm gonna do things, I don't want anything that I can't see coming. Oh God, come on. That can be boring. It can ground you, yes, that can be very good for you. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm saying that if you take it too far, if you completely cut yourself off and this and that, it leads to mental shit where you're easily manipulated, this and that, da da da. You go through loneliness, this and that, and the repercussions of that. If you take it too far, just because you're avoiding talking about something or doing something, or if you're holding yourself back, and you know it. See, I'm not telling you something you don't already know, okay? You already know this if I'm saying it. It resonates or it don't. So, and if it doesn't resonate, don't force it, okay? I'm not asking you to force it. Either it makes sense or it doesn't, okay? And if you're watching this video right this second, there's something in this entire video for you to help guide you on your life's purpose. Hermit mode is great. It provides self-reflection and wisdom. But if you're the hanged man, that's what I'm saying. If you're the hanged man, where you've isolated yourself just like the hermit, you've gone to protect yourself just like the hermit. The difference is the hermit's doing the work to make themselves whole and complete and good from within. The hanged man is sitting here going, oh, my life sucks, my life sucks, my life sucks. Okay, dude, your mindset sucks. That's the problem. You are your own problem in that instance. And you can just simply step out of your way and be like, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore. I'm sick of this shit. I don't want to be here. Why would I want to stay here one more second when all I got to do is just flip this card over? Oh, boom. Take a deep breath. Say your prayers. Do your shadow work. Look at it. What did you do? What did the other person do? What did God do? What could you have done different? What could have the other person done different? Why didn't God do it different? There's your lesson. That's where you can start changing your mindset. That's where you start changing how you present yourself to the world, to your water sign of some sort here. All right? gonna be okay, Gemini. You gotta just tweak a few things to get back on the path of peace and righteousness and goodness and feeling well rested and not rushed and hurried all the damn time. There's a better way where you can have that cake and eat it too. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, damn it, we're back to making me hungry again. We're gonna set that one down because we're gonna go to your last card. I am truly moved by this card. It says, they glisten when you listen. Like being in your presence is an honor. To be loved by you, Gemini, is an honor. There's 5 pentacles on this card. Do you see the pentacles? I have one right up here by her ear. I have one on her chest. Sorry. Can you see it? Oh, it's kind of hard to see, isn't it? He has one on his chest. And then we have a couple more. One up here by his third eye. And another one up here by hers, or her crown chakra, kind of somewhere in between there. Alright, so there's 5. Wheels, circles, pentagrams, or pentacles, you know. Yeah, that's the first thing that made me think of was 5 pentacles. When you think of the 5 pentacles, that's not a great thing. There's abandonment there. But what can abandonment lead to if not resentment? What can abandonment lead to that would be good for you? So most people see abandonment and they're like, man, that just sucked ass. I don't want to do that again. What the hell? And I'm saying, possibly, no matter how bad it sucked, it was still for your highest good. Whether you understand how or not, it was for your highest good. You lack vision. You lack perspective on this. To see the bigger picture, to see God's divine plan for you. Now this abandonment, let's take the focus off you for a second, all right? I have abandonment issues. It's easy for me to speak to abandonment and resentment and what it's done to my life. From my father, which I'm not quite ready to discuss yet, but to my mother, my family, the people I thought were not blood related, but I had adopted them as such. I watched them all leave my life, one by one, sometimes in groups. I lost a huge group of them all at once. I grieved every one of them. Every single one. Now this abandonment, right? It can leave you feeling rejected. It can leave you feeling really low on self-love and this and that. We can all identify with those. But it also showed us that we are not weak. We never needed a single one of them. Did they bring joy and love to our lives? Sure. Of course. We're not denying that. We're not disputing that in any way. But without them, we could more clearly see who we were. Without them telling us what we were. Without them making us do what they needed us to do for them. Which masqueraded what we were. So when we would look at ourselves, we'd be so confused. What am I now? From what you told me, from what you forced me, from what, you manipulated me to be, what you tricked me into. Now I'm aware of what humanity is capable of. And it helps me to step into my own power. It takes time, but it's a choice. At the end of the day, it's a choice. You set your intention of what to do with your abandonment. You choose to set the intention of what to do with that anger, the hate, the self-loathing. The shame. I've worked with abandonment a bit. So when they say doing the shadow work and it brings you down, it will. It'll bring you down for a bit. Would you sacrifice 5 days of sadness? I'm just throwing random numbers out there. It's not gonna take 5 days for everyone, okay? Would you trade? It's just a question to run through your mind later. Would you trade 5 days of sadness if you knew that you would have 50 fucking years of never feeling like that again? And not because it's a mind trick and that you're believing in something that's not even real anymore. No, no, no. It's because you did the fucking work. You looked at the situation. You looked at it for what it really was. And then you looked at yourself and said, you know what? What they did wasn't right. And I forgive myself for allowing them to take advantage of me. Because I allowed it. Whether I was 2 or 20. I needed to learn to say no. No more. Whether I loved them or not. Whether I cared, whether the relationship survived or not. I deserved better. Gemini, you deserve better. Don't allow these 5 pentacles to drive your mindset to the wrong direction. Resentment, the longer it goes, is even harder to fix. Get on it. Do not wait. And resentment is going to filter into other areas of your life that have nothing to do with this. Your work, your friendships, your relationships with your children, the relationships with, of how responsible and how productive you are on a daily basis, and how happy you are, and how much genuine happiness that you can bring to life. 42 on the clock. I swear to you, Gemini, if you look at your abandonment with love, compassion for all involved, even the ones who did you wrong, especially them, see that their mistreatment to you was their illness, their disease, their inability to be whole, their inability to connect to God. It had nothing to do with you. It affected you. Sure, it affected you. You have the mindset to change how it forms you, how you move forward. That anger, that shame, it lowers your vibration. And it is hard to set down. You are not alone, Gemini. There's love here. There's peace. You don't even have to see it, Gemini. Look at their eyes are closed. They can feel it. Close your eyes, Gemini. Take a deep breath in, nice, slow. Allow it to fill your heart space. Hold it for a couple seconds here and let it go. Push all that energy out your ass. Yes, out your ass. to leave your body as it flows out. Ask our Divine Mother and Father to transmute it to love. Inhale it as they transmute it. Allow it to fill your body and absorb that love back into your soul. Those holes that were there from the abandonment and anything else. It fills those holes. And when you fill those holes, you are able to align your chakras. Your Kundalini can rise. You will have inner peace. Your aura glow and become stronger and stronger. And the longer you hold it together, the bigger and bigger your aura gets. And the bigger your aura gets, it's even easier to step into your power, into your spirituality, into your passions, your desires, your manifestations, all of it gets easier. What does that person have that I don't have? Do the fucking work. There's no difference between you and me. There's no difference between Cooper and I. He shits a lot less. Sorry. It's late. Anyways. Sorry. Anyways. There's no difference. And all of us can reach the golden one, the golden stage, the golden era, the golden aura. Once you hit golden aura, you are so many chakras above your body. I mean, I'm purple, right? I'm purple. I'm right here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm sitting real nice. Da da da. I got my little soul star up here and this and that. Da da da. And I'm still working on those. And I'm starting. My purple is turning white. I'm working on it, but I'm not gold yet. Gold. You are golden, Gemini. You guys are killing it. You want to stay here? Don't take shit for granted. You are not fine. Not dealing with your shit. It is not fine. It will turn to resentment. And I'm telling you, the bitterness, the hate, the anger, oh man, it's bad. It gets to the point where every time you even look at the world, you're like, man, I can't stand a single one of you. I don't want to be around none of you people no more. How is that healthy? How are you? So the reap and sow shit, right? If you're thinking that way of the world, then how is the world thinking of you? Boom, boom. Yo, yo. Boom, boom, boom. The world is not all bad. Change your perspective. Change your mindset. Look at the situation. seek the love that you already have in your life. There's love there. I can see it. There's the sun. That's divine masculine energy. You have rivers of gold water. It looks like gold and fiery water, just everything all at the same time. So I mean, it's not lava, but damn near. You're just shy of lava, right? So, in liquid, it's your water symbol. That's your love. That's your emotions. That's your... And look at you. Got it all the way up past your heart chakra. You are swimming in it. It's okay to feel it. Allow it to move through you. Don't hold on to it. I'm not saying, oh my God, this is the worst part of my life and I'm just gonna dread on this now. No. Think about it. Feel it again. Allow it to flow through you. Figure out why you felt it. Why this? Why that? What led to this? What led to that? Next time I'll see those signs. Next time I'll do this instead. That awareness, that simple awareness changes your mindset. Next time you're going to be like, ooh, there it is. There it is. Not again. Not again. I got this. I got this. Wow. You have 3 suns here. Did you see that? I saw the one to begin with, but now that I look at the card a little bit more, 3 suns. So when I think of 3 suns, I think of fire. So 3 of wands would be the connecting link. The 3 of wands is typically person standing on a hill, and there's water below with the ships coming in, and he's watching them come in slowly, watching his dreams and his manifestations roll in from the divine. There's moons here, there's planets here, there's suns. Everything is coming together. Intuition, divine feminine with the moons, right? With the sun, you got your divine masculine coming together. You are surrounded by love and emotions. And no matter what you do, that pain of that abandonment or whatever other trauma you experienced will always be there. Always. Trying to hold you back. But your mindset will be so new and so strong. And your conviction, you will know it. You will know it with every fiber of your being. I don't want you anymore, abandonment. I don't want your rotten symptoms that come with it. No more. No. is yours for the taking, Gemini. 55:22 on the clock. When you make this change, it's going to draw in love, as well as other things that you don't see coming. So you may be going after peace and serenity and just being whole and complete within yourself. And what you don't always see coming sometimes is when you do the work like that, the universe is going to find ways to surprise you with the sweetest things in life. And one thing I wanted to get back to was one of the energy cards of the whole read was check yourself before you tech yourself. There's a disconnect here as the main message is coming through. Okay? Is there something you're thinking about doing? Thinking about going back to school, maybe? Studying something new? Maybe a new craft? Are you learning a new craft, Gemini? You're pushing yourself. You're practicing. You're isolating. You're looking within. And she just kind of lets go of her laptop there, if you will. I mean, it kind of looks like a little laptop right there, right? Right? And all this magic is just coming out of it. It's all falling out of it before it hits the ground. It's not landing. Why isn't it landing, Gemini? What are you not doing? What are you overlooking? Underneath this card, is the whole mirrors in reverse. You're not seeing something, Gemini. Your perspective is closed off. You need to open it. To evolve, to change your mindset, is to push your own boundaries. Do you believe that the mirror only looks one way? Why would you believe that? See? Look at her. There's something else on the other side of that mirror. It is not one way. It was never meant to be one way. That's the illusion that has been pulled over all of our eyes. That's why they call it awakening, okay? You know? Smoke and mirrors, baby. You're missing something, Gemini. Because something is being masqueraded. There's a mask. There's something blocking it. Maybe it's a chakra. Maybe you're blocking your own chakra. Maybe someone else is blocking your chakra. Maybe you need to do a return to sender. Maybe it's as simple as that. Dear Lord, whoever is blocking and banishing my blessings, if it is not my karmic, please return it to sender. Boom. So be it. In Jesus' name, please let it be. Whatever you want, whoever you speak to, right? If you want this to land the way you really want it to land, and not just, look at this, it just goes everywhere. It doesn't light up. It's not staying lit once it hits the ground. Nothing. It's just going into the ground and gone. Yeah, your shit ain't landing. Your new tech plan here is not landing. Only you can do this part. I can't tell you what you're missing. I don't know, Gemini. All I can tell you, the answer is inside of you. You have the answer. You are the fucking answer. Quiet your mind. Allow the space for the answer to come in. Ask God. Ask Gaia. Ask whoever you pray to. Whoever it is. I'm fine with that. I don't care who it is. To me, I have one God. And below him, he has created other gods to take care of other shit for him. That's the way I feel, right? I believe it with everything I am. Now, all of these gods all still answer to the one God. So either way, when you pray, it's still going back to the one dude. Or entity, because I'm not going to put a gender on my God. He's everything and nothing all at once. And so are we. And if you talk to him and give him the space to answer you, this shit will land. You'll figure out what you're doing wrong. You figure out what you're missing. Maybe it's as simple as turning this. Boom. Everything else goes back to the way it should be, right? You got your air sign pointing the right way. You don't have to worry about losing all your cake. Your new fiery beginning. One of the most beautiful energies to read. You really do. You should feel my heart. It's pounding right now. Just so hard. I feel for you. I feel the collective Geminis. I am with you. I will try to stay with you throughout the process with more messages from the divine. More messages for your highest good. Because I swear by the golden rule to do no harm, to do unto others as I would have them do unto me. If I see that you are cold by the side of the river, and I don't even have gas or food, but you're cold, and I can feel that, so what do? Right? I run off for a little bit, and I crochet a couple little headbands. I made a wool. They're nice and warm, and they're made with love, compassion, empathy. Now the intent was to just make one at first, but then another person showed up. Oh, and I could feel how cold she was. She was so cold. Didn't even know her name. Actually, I still don't think I know her name. My bad on that, but yeah. So I come out, and I've almost got the first headband done, and I want to size fit it because she says she has a little head, you know. I'm like, ooh, I want it to fit. You know, otherwise, what's the point, right? And the other chick is like, oh, that's pretty, you know, and this and that. And I'm like, would you like one too? You know, because I can feel her. I don't want to feel that. She's like, oh, but I have a huge head. I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. I got you. I'm like, I have a maroon. Do you like maroon? She's like, that'd be lovely. Go. I got you. Don't worry. I'm like, your head's bigger than hers, you know, because we dry fitted the other one around her a bit. Now I'm like, I'll just do a little bit extra, and then I'll come out and fit you, and we'll see how it goes. Right? So I get done making both of them, right? And the host of the party and the get-together graciously accepted hers, and she loves it. I just loved it. She loved it. And it looked amazing on her, by the way. She made it look even way cuter. It's like, oh, jeez, she's killing it. And then the other chick was so sweet, and she caught me so off guard that I didn't even know how to respond to her. That I was so caught up in giving that I wasn't ready to receive. Part of my abandonment issues. Again. Do you see the connect? She offered me money for my services because she valued what I brought to the table, and that my caring made her warm, made her heart warm. And then she's like, can I pay you? And I was like, oh no, no, shit, you can't pay me. I should have let her pay me. She had done nothing for me. I don't even know her name. I just wanted her suffering to end. And what was wrong with accepting a donation? Well, if you want to pay me something for my time, sure, cool, thank you. They're very thoughtful. I could have said that. I wish I had. Because it would have showed that I valued myself. We all need to value ourselves. that chick was valuing me more than I did myself. That's my abandonment issues, my rejection issues. See how it creeps up on you in the smallest ways. And the kicker, right, is I could really use the money. I live in my car. My dog has food. I did not. I was really hungry. I went a couple days without eating until the host of this party bought me a sandwich. And I went the whole next day without eating. I had a little snack with them, like a little cheese and cracker thing, right? Just enough to tease you. So, I could have used the money, but I didn't value myself enough to be like, yeah, absolutely. Oh, thank you. If you want to do that, that'd be great, man. Thank you. You know, da-da-da-da. Just like I gave a shit about them, I couldn't allow them to give a shit about me. And I know it's because of my abandonment issues. Because of my shame, my guilt, my lack of self-love. Not what these people did to me. These are my actions. And I need to be held accountable for how I react to my abandonment issues. I am accountable. We are all accountable. Allow your awareness to reset your mindset. Alright, Gemini. I know this was a heavy reading, and I can feel how heavy your heart is right now. It will not always be this way. This too shall pass. We will persevere because you are one, and I am with you. We are one. And I will try to stay here with you. Through thick and thin. And we'll try to relay the messages that the divine feels you need to hear. You're gonna be okay, Gemini. In love and